currently navigating a divorce or relationship breakup, and you're not quite sure as to what are some of the key things that maybe you should consider and would be of further support to you to help navigate this with greater sense of ease. My name is Caitriona Ellis, founder of Financial Wellness Academy, and in today's vlog, we're going to talk through three simple steps that will help you navigate this path with a bit more ease and grace. So the first one is getting the right legal support in place. It's been my personal experience that it's really important for a woman when choosing their representation to have a good connection with them, to feel like they've got your back and feel like you are really aligned and they understand where you're coming from. Because too often I've seen women make decisions based on whoever was recommended, but and just go with it because they maybe don't have the time or space or heart to look any further. I really think it's important to make sure that you get the right representation. A lot of solicitors are not happy maybe to have that initial conversation for free. That to me would be a red flag. I had experience of that several times myself, and it was an immediate no. If somebody couldn't give me 5-10 minutes of their time to talk through what my situation was and how I might proceed, then that is not somebody that I'm aligned with. And I do that in my own business, and I think it's really important that somebody, before handing over their hard-earned cash, knows that the person is on the same page as them, and that's really important. So take some time out to choose that legal representation that is important to you. And I think making the right choice in this can serve you really well. And whether they're male or female, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. The most important thing is that you feel that you've got a connection with them, you feel that they understand your situation, you feel that they are coming from a good place and they will do their best to represent you. So take your time to make that decision. It is an important one, and one which will definitely make your path easier as you navigate this. So taking some time to make your choice is definitely something I would encourage and recommend. The second piece is, as you navigate this, if you're going to have a financial settlement, then it's really important to know your numbers. If you know your numbers, it makes for much easier conversations, and it's much easier and faster when you have all that information at hand. So if you're somebody who has been tracking your numbers, you know what's coming in, going out, what your monthly expenses are, what you need, and your kids, if you've got kids in a relationship, to navigate each month, then you will be able to bring that and have those discussions quite openly, because that obviously will form part of the financial settlement. You will need information about your assets, your liabilities, any life assurance that you have. So gathering all that information, getting clarity on that is really important. It will save time in terms of your legal representation won't need to spend. So if you have all your ducks in a row before you bring that to them, that can save a lot of time and effort. So take some time out to gather the information that you need. Perhaps once you've chosen your legal representation, maybe ask them as to what you will be required to provide upfront. And so then you can take some time and get all that in place, which will help you walk this path with a greater sense of ease. And that's been my experience of it. So having your numbers sorted and good clarity in your head, you know then what you need, and you can negotiate from a much stronger position. The last piece is around, and I mentioned in a previous video, around support and non-legal support. So, if you've got your legal support in place, that's really important. Equally important is your non-legal support. So whether that looks like having other women in your life who have been through this, who you can pick up the phone to or drop into for a cup of tea to have a chat and chat it through. They understand where you've been. They understand some of the conversations that you're going to have, maybe with other family members, maybe with your kids, and they will be able to help and guide and share their experiences of what worked for them, what didn't work. You also may want to consider having professional support. And there's some amazing divorce coaches out there. If you're finding it particularly difficult and you would like to have support apart from the legal support in place, that is something I think is definitely recommended. I personally took some professional emotional support because that was where I was really struggling. I really struggled with the sense of grief and loss of the over 20-year relationship that I had been in half my life. It felt like a huge decision, and I doubted my decision at several points. And having that emotional support there to call me and check and to ask me the questions which would give me the clarity was massively valuable and made it a lot easier and to walk, to make those decisions, to deal with those times where you feel that crushing um, anxiety and fear, that sense of loss. It really makes that a lot easier to deal with, and it gives you some strategies around how to deal with that on an ongoing basis. So get your legal support in place, make sure it's a choice that you really are 100% happy with, know your numbers, and get yourself some support so that going forward, you've got somebody, people to lean on when you need them, and they will be an amazing support to you. So I hope that was good food for thought for you. I wish you the best of luck and send love as you navigate this. It's a tough path, but when you know it's the right decision, it's absolutely the one to stick with, and you will begin to start to write that new next chapter, which is exciting, but it's real mixed emotions. So take care of yourself, and if there's anything further that I can help you with, please do reach out. Thank you for watching.